Hi everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Ellendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent speak out home practice routine. Speak out exercises are something you're going to have to do every day for the rest of your life, and I hope these online sessions are providing some motivation to help you get that done. If you have not used our chat feature, I encourage you to at least just click on it, type in your first name and where you're from. Even if you're not going to chat during the session, you will really enjoy seeing the different images that are posted. It's a lot of fun. No need to create a password or log in or anything like that. The chat disappears by the end of the day. So where it says type in your nickname, just type in your first name and where you're from. So I would put Samantha from Dallas, and it's really neat to see where everybody is practicing from. All right, today's topic is March. It's about spring and things that are happening in March. So everybody say March with intent. Ready? March. Again, speak out more. March. We're being very deliberate when we're talking. Let's go ahead and also smile with intent. Hopefully, you've gotten a little mirror that you can put in front of your computer and look at yourself when you smile. Make sure it's the kind of smile you want. Ready, everybody, for a second or two? We really need to practice smiling. Go ahead and take a sip of water. Believe it or not, when I started doing these online sessions, I really did have to practice smiling. I have a picture of myself when I'm like 4 months old and my face is all like that, and so I come by it naturally, but I really needed to learn how to smile. So it's not just people with Parkinson's, okay? So practice it. We want those pictures to be really nice that you're taking with family and friends. I am anxious to hear what you did with intent this weekend. Go ahead and chat. Are you starting to incorporate intent into everything that you're doing? You're learning to be deliberate and purposeful, really focusing. Intent is the most important word for people with Parkinson's. All right, let's start with the warm-up. Lift your voice and project it forward. We're strengthening the muscles we use for speaking and swallowing. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Project your voice forward. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. It's not about yelling. It's not about being loud. Sometimes people use the word louder, which is very different from loud, okay? But I prefer lift your voice and speak out. Project it forward. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. And one more time, let's really stretch out the vowels. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Very good. Let's take a sip of water. I'm really happy that my grandson Harvey didn't inherit my facial expressions, because I really do have to work on smiling. I'm usually a very serious person, so these online sessions are really good for me and hopefully good for you too. They take me out of my comfort zone, which is a good thing. All right, speak out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth wide. Remember, with Parkinson's, you have to exaggerate your mouth movements. So really open it wide and project the ah forward. Ready? Ah. Get the voice in front of you. Let's do it again. Ah. Let's do it again. Let's do a shorter one. It should be nice and clear all the way through, and it should never hurt to do these exercises. If it hurts, you need to talk to your speech language pathologist. All right, here we go. Don't let it trail off. Kind of reach for the end. Ready? And you'll do the same thing when you talk. In conversation, you're reaching for the end, purposefully not trailing off. Take a sip of water with intent. The next speak out exercise, the glides. Project out a steady ah first. See, we have to use intent. Instead of just gliding, it's steady ah. And then you start to glide. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Good. Don't let it trail off at the end. You can do it. Ready? Don't let your head drop or your mouth close as you're going down in pitch. Well, be confident. Ready? As I glide down, I feel like I'm opening my mouth more. I don't think I actually am, but the tendency is to close your mouth, so I'm purposefully keeping it open. I'm thinking about it. Let's do it again. Stop. Good. All right, one more. Ready? Very nice. Let's take a sip of water with intent. Many of you know that every year since 2018, Parkinson Voice Project has been awarding grants to speech language pathologists, also called SLPs, speech language pathologists, and speech therapy clinics all over the world. Our goal is to help everyone with Parkinson's regain and retain their speech and swallowing. I am happy to report that our grant program, the applications opened on February 15th. We have already received over 480 applications from SLPs or universities, hospitals, clinics wanting to be trained in the Speak Out Therapy program. If you're struggling to find a Speak Out provider in your area, now is the chance. Reach out to the universities, hospitals, home health clinics. If you have a home health company working with you, tell them about the grants. The grant applications close on March 15th. I hope that we're going to be training thousands of speech-language pathologists. So help us get the word out, and Elizabeth will post the link to our grant page, and just tell them to check it out. Go to our website and they'll see it. All right, next exercise, the counting. Lift and project the numbers forward. Stop at the end of each row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do it again. We're going to slow down a little bit, so we'll use more intent. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see, we were in we had more control that time. Let's go backwards. 12, 11, 10. Think about it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Take a sip of water. We're going to move on to the reading. The topic is March and spring. We're going to read these sentences twice. The second time, use even more intent. You can even put your hand up here. Pretend you're on top of a mountain the second time. Ready? Spring begins in March. More intent. Spring begins in March. Again, not yelling, but really projecting out. Ready? Spring is all about new beginnings. Really emphasize the highlighted words. Ready? Spring is all about new beginnings. Next. March 15th is the deadline for SLPs to apply for a Speak Out grant. More intent. March 15th is the deadline for SLPs to apply for a Speak Out grant. If you're working with a Speak Out provider, also tell the provider to apply. We have a new course, new workbook. It's important that they retake the class, and now is their chance. All right, next. St. Patrick's Day is March 17th. Again, St. Patrick's Day is March 17th. Next. Easter is on March 31st. More intent. Easter is on March 31st. It's early this year. Next. It is the month of March Madness. More intent. It is the month of March Madness. Do we have any basketball fans practicing with us? Who will you be rooting for this March Madness? Take a sip of water. Now we're going to be speaking out more like conversation. So all the words are not in front of you, the sentences are not in front of you, and you really have to think about speaking with intent. Name, when you think of spring, what do you think of? Go ahead, name a few items. Let's see what Lisa came up with. Read these with intent. Flowers, warmer temperatures, pastel colors. Next, St. Patrick's Day. What do you think of when you think of St. Patrick's Day? Let's read these with intent. The color green, Irish food, shamrocks. Read it again with more intent. The color green, Irish food, shamrocks. I want you, does anybody know what Irish food, what is this called? Say it with intent, and if you don't know, say, I have no idea, but say it with intent. It's Irish soda bread. It looks delicious. Okay, how about this picture? What is this item called? Say it with intent, and if you don't know, just guess. What does it look like it's made out of? It's called shepherd's pie. And it looks really good. What's better than mashed potatoes and meat and vegetables? All right, take a sip of water. Actually, don't take the water yet. Let's go ahead and do Dr. Boon's words. Each one twice. Reach for the end. Don't trail off. Ready? Goo-la, gang, ga, ga. Again. Goo-la, gang, ga, ga. And the next one. Ku-ka-mangu-ka. Again. Ku-ka-mangu-ka. Really exaggerate. Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Now take a sip of water. Here's our bell. We actually have 2 bonus readings. Lisa put one in here and then I added one. So let's read this first one. Ready? With intent. Spring is all about new beginnings and transformations. It's a season that symbolizes starting fresh and starting over. After months of cold temperatures that often result in many of us feeling the winter blues, spring reawakens us and our surrounding environment, bringing everything back to life. Go ahead and read Spring Reawakens Us. Ready? Spring reawakens us and our surrounding environment, bringing everything back to life. Good. Here's another reading. And remember, you can download the reading material. We keep it up there for 5 days. Take what you learn in this session and practice some more. Let's read this paragraph. Daffodils are often the first signs of spring. So it's no surprise they are the birth flower for March. Because it is one of the first flowers to bloom in spring, daffodils are seen as a representation of rebirth and new beginnings. Let's read this again with more intent, which means, well, we're going to use more intent. Ready? Here we go. Daffodils are often the first signs of spring. So it's no surprise they are the birth flower for March. Because it is one of the first flowers to bloom in spring, daffodils are seen as a representation of rebirth and new beginnings. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're all starting off the week right. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to reading the chat and seeing where everybody is practicing from. Please help us get the word out about these online sessions, and especially about the Speak Out grants. We need more speech language pathologists trained. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.